Welcome back. It's always great to see our friend Marcy Bowling with Watching Over Whiskers.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning. Wait, good morning to you, friend, and our new friend.
New friends today.
Look who's here. Who'd you bring?
You have Hope, and I have Skye, two little girls.
Two little babies. Oh my goodness, they're so sweet. They're both very chill.
They're very loving.
Oh my word.
Well, you know, when they're raised, you know, by fosters, and they're snuggled and cuddled and loved on from the time they're little bitty, you kind of get this.
You get that. Are they from the same litter or just...
No.
Just friends?
She literally fell from the sky off of a nursing home roof here in town. And then we discovered we needed to TNR the mom as a result.
Okay.
You know? So it's kind of funny. But they're literally raining cats anyway. I don't know about dogs, but it's raining cats that day. So that's how we got her. And then we were working a TNR location and got this little baby girl here. And her mama was feral, and so we raised her from the time she was a little bitty, and that's how come she's so sweet. And we fixed her mom and put her back because she was definitely not interested in us cuddling her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no way.
But I'm feral.
Sadly.
Okay, I'm curious then. Two separate kitties, not related. Are they bonding?
They love each other.
So they're a bonded pair now?
Yeah, they
you
adore each other.
created this bond?
Yeah. It literally was no time at all, and they were just fast friends like they'd been friends for the rest of their whole lives.
Yeah.
It was pretty cute. You know, they don't like to be alone. You know, we talk about this all the time, and there's all these myths, especially like, you know, in history, like in movies and in stuff about cats being the aloof, unfriendly, you know, all that crap, which is it's literally crap. They're social. When you see cats out in the community, you see them in clouders, you see them in colonies, you see them in groups. You know, you may see one somewhere, but then you look and all of a sudden you figure out, well, there's their whole family or there's their friends around the corner. You know, you figure out they don't tend to be by themselves.
Yeah.
They're very social creatures. It's kind of, and they, you know, and then they're on a different eat, sleep, and play schedule than us. We talk about that. So cats are crepuscular, and which means that from
Whoa,
about,
that's a fancy word.
It's a big word.
That's
which
huge.
means that about between 1 and 5 a.m. is when they're the most active all day. And you're up, but you know, most of us are not up between 1 and 5 a.m.
Oh, yeah, of course.
There's only a handful of population that's like up going, wee, let's play.
I'm up most of that time.
I know you are. I know you are.
Tossing,
So-
turning, wee.
Well, but you're getting ready to come in here.
Yeah.
But you're also
Yeah.
getting ready to go to work, and so you're busy. You're not being like, hey, let's play laser, let's get the feather toy out, let's do some enrichment time together. You're like got one eye open and trying to get yourself ready for work. So again, guess who they can play with?
Each
One
other.
another.
Yep.
That's the big deal, and people just don't get it. But we have people call us all the time, and they're like, "This cat drives me crazy. It's always up at like 4 a.m. tap dancing on my head," you know. And I'll be like, "You have one cat?" And they're like, "Yes." And I'm like, "You're its playmate." I'm like, "You're it."
Yeah.
Tag.
Tag.
It's you.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I have these conversations, I feel like, on repeat with people on a regular basis about that. So these two get up, they would run around your house, play, have a ball, and then, you know, come lay on your chest again at 6 as your alarm's going off and act like they'd never been up all night.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So adopting-wise, probably best to adopt these two together since they're already bonded.
You know, as the kitten lady says, one kitten is half a cat. So again, 2 kittens is always the way to go. 1 kitten will drive most people insane. And the older I get, the more 1 kitten drives me insane, you know, because they just are so needy. No pun
Well, I have
intended.
2 cats and they both drive me insane.
Well, that's a difference. We'll talk about that later. There's therapy for that. But, but oh, look at her trying to check to see where
Oh,
she is.
there she
goes,
is.
There's my
Dude,
friend.
there's
She's
your
so far
baby.
away.
And are they considered kittens still? 'Cause
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah,
you
they
think
are.
kitten, you think, okay, it's in
Yeah.
the palm of my hand,
Well,
but these
I
are still
mean,
babies.
Most rescues won't adopt until 12 weeks of age anyway, so that they are spayed and neutered and have their rabies vaccine, which technically is 12 weeks. Some shelters will do it at 8 or 9 weeks. You have to come back and have things done, that kind of thing. We, of course, as you know, try to get them fully vetted if we can, which is even up to 16 weeks, so that we know that we're giving you a healthy, fully vetted, parasite-free animal. We're doing an adoption special right now through a lovely grant from the Pet Finder Foundation, which is terrific, through the Skye adoption grant that they have, which is wonderful. So we'll be able to do bonded pairs for $125, which is a nice reduced cost because it's only $175. And you know, like I said, especially our females, they have almost $400 in routine vetting in them. So that's $800 worth of vetting for $125, which is a huge discount. I think people have a misnomer that rescues, you know, do all this really cheap and it's free, and that, you know, if you charge even $75, you're just making all this money. And
Oh my gosh.
Where are they getting this
Nah.
misnomer? Yeah, what the heck?
well, you know, we have people all the time say, well, you know, you're just charging too much money. And I'm like, well, we're not even.
It costs so much.
Yeah.
We're not even. It's like you've obviously never owned a pet.
That's if you've owned a pet, you know how much it costs.
Yeah, because I always say, have you never taken your animals to the vet?
Right.
You know what one visit is a year?
So Marcy, if people want more information, where can they go?
watchingoverwhiskers.org. They can go to our Facebook or our Instagram page. But I'm telling you guys right now, we probably have 80 kittens, and most of them are starting to finish their vetting, so they'll all be coming due. But we have adult pairs that are involved in that special. We have fabulous singles. We have a ton of events in September, so please go check out all the fun events we have coming up for September and October to raise money.
Well, thank you, Marcy.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, in just a bit, we'll have a sweet treat taste test. Don't go anywhere.